Kappa League TV. Hey noobs, Kappa Leaguers, and Kappa League parents. I'm John Marshall Jones, and welcome to Season 2 of This Week in Kappa League.
My name is Hunter Goins from Decatur Kappa League, and you're watching Kappa League TV.
Reporting for Kappa League TV, I'm Luke Williams.
Reporting for Kappa League TV, I'm Joshua Hardy.
You're watching Kappa League TV.
You're watching Kappa League TV.
It's time to introduce the National Kappa League inductees of 2023-24. Kappa League is the oldest and most successful African-American male-led mentorship program in U.S. history. Founded in 1922 and guiding over 700,000 young men through our program, we've been doing this for a long time. Congratulations, Kappa Leaguers. You just made a decision to change your life for the better.
I am leadership. I am achievement. I am Kappa.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 2023 Eastern Province Kappa League Conference, held here on the campus of Virginia State University, right here in Chesterfield, Virginia. This has been a wonderful 2 days. We've had some outstanding guest speakers, some tremendous talent amongst our Kappa Leaguers, and we got to honor some veterans in our guide right efforts. Now, to tell you more about this weekend, I'd like to turn it over to Brother Scott Johnson, our Eastern Province Guide Right Chair.
Friday evening, we had the pleasure of hearing from none other than the great Mr. Edutainment, Brother Darrell Hodge from the Fort Lauderdale Alumni Chapter in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
So you gotta be self-confident. What's the word? Say, I am self-confident. Self-confidence is believing in myself and my abilities. What is self-confidence? Believing in myself and my abilities. And you also have to be self-motivated. Say self-motivated. Tell your neighbor, I'm self-motivated. Tell your neighbor, I'm self-motivated.
He blessed our young men, gave them all kinds of words of motivation and encouragement. Then we kicked off the morning bright and early, or should I say dark and early, at Spring Hill Suites in Chester, Virginia. We started off with a great breakfast. All of our Kappa Leaguers had their camaraderie that started early that morning with their eyes closed and squinted. But as we traversed over to Virginia State University, all the energy started. And that's where we really kicked off our Eastern Province Kappa League Conference for 2023. We had great speakers on mental health.
When you picture a person that's depressed, what word comes to mind for you? Sadness, right? You think about a person who's sad, who is down, who doesn't want to do anything.
We had a competition, we had a scavenger hunt. We also had a high school business combine where our young men learned interview skills. They learned to do elevator pitches. We also had information delivered to us from brothers all as far as Atlanta, Georgia. And we had brothers that came all the way from St. Louis, Missouri. They took the time out of their schedules to pour into our young men, all the way from St. Louis, all the way from Florida, all the way from Georgia. And we would also definitely like to thank Hurdle Mental Health, who took the time to come out to teach our young men about what it means to have proper mental health, how to deal with it, how to face it, how to challenge yourselves to do better. It was just a great weekend, and we look forward to next year at Norfolk State University.
This is Brandon Jones, author of the award-winning College Readiness 101 Workbook Series, here with the top 10 college readiness tips for Kappa Leaguers. We are on to tip number 4, identify your access points. An access point is an individual or organization that can assist you in your college preparatory journey by providing information and access to opportunities. So, who could this be for you? Your teacher, your counselors, your principals. Also, if you're in the band, your band leader. If you're an athlete, maybe a coach or an organizational mentor or an advisor. If you're in Kappa League, you definitely have access points through the Kappa League program. We want to make sure that you are identifying these individuals because they can shorten your learning curve and put you on a trajectory for success. Right? And so make sure you are taking advantage of all opportunities like this. So tip number 4, identify your access points.
So, as part of our college prep series, we also have a partnership with the Black College Expo. And the Black College Expo comes to cities all around the country, and there's over 100 booths there of HBCUs where you can go with your transcript and your test scores, and you can get into college that day. The Black College Expo is coming to Southern California, February 8th to San Diego, and February 10th to Los Angeles. Whether you have a 2.0 GPA or a 4.0, there is a college for you at the Black College Expo. All Kappa Leaguers get to enter free. Have your Kappa League director submit his contact information and number of tickets needed to kappaleaguetv@gmail.com. Then bring your transcript and your standardized test scores on the day and get accepted to college the same day. Kappa League directors, remember, submit your name and the number of tickets needed to kappaleaguetv@gmail.com to attend the Black College Expo, February 8th in San Diego and February 10th in Los Angeles. Submission deadline, February 5th. Hey, everybody, welcome to This Week in Kappa League. We got a really special show for you this week. We're here with Brother Elmani Viney, who wears many hats in Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. He's the director of the Jersey City Kappa League. In addition, he's the past executive director of the Kappa Alpha Psi Foundation and also served as the fraternity's National Guide-Right Chairman, transforming its core program, Kappa League, into the largest and most successful youth leadership program for African American boys and boys of color in the United States of America. In 2017, he was recognized as Big Brothers Big Sisters Partner of the Year, and in 2023 was named National Director of the Achievement Academy, which is the national initiative for undergraduate development in Kappa Alpha Psi. Brother Viney, I know you're busy. Thanks for taking some time out to be with us today.
No problem. How are you, good brother?
Listen, brother, bills are paid, family's healthy, I'm healthy, God is good.
Amen to that.
So let me then turn this a little more to kind of a larger national discussion. Recently, the Supreme Court struck down affirmative action. And ironically, one of the members of the Supreme Court was a beneficiary of affirmative action, who then turned around and voted to strike it down. I wonder if you have any thoughts on that.
I would tell every parent, I would tell every young person, take a deep breath. I'm going to talk about this in a way that's probably contrary to some of the more mainstream surface level narrative. Number one, is it a bad thing that they struck it down? Yes, absolutely. That is rooted in racism. It is rooted in discrimination. It is rooted in all of that. We cannot take that away. And I want every parent and every young person to hear me, but especially every parent. Please listen to what I say. It's not on the colleges. Okay. The admission, let me backtrack here. I am a dean of students. I have been an educator on the high school level for now 25 years at my one high school, Piscataway High School, but I've been in the high schools for 27 years. Okay. The college admissions officer is simply reading the portfolios that are put forth before them from the students. And so when we talk about the affirmative action thing, we're talking about the acceptances. What's happening? Why are young people, young Black and Latino, or young people of color not getting accepted at rates? And the affirmative action thing was the argument was that they did not have access to, that these students did not have access to the resources that white students, or let me preface this, not just white students, I'm sorry, students that were in wealthier school districts, okay? Because if you're white and you're living in a rural area, we have a high poverty area here in New Jersey, like Cumberland, which is predominantly white. You know, they're suffering from the same type of lack of resources, right? So we're talking about students that are able to afford the private schools, students that are able to live in high net worth, go to public schools that are in high net worth communities, all right? Here's why I'm saying all of that. The issue has always been about what services and what resources are the high schools providing. See, we haven't added that part in on the affirmative action aspect. And here's why I'm really focusing on this, because, for example, I'm going to throw some stats out there. I don't want to throw this number because I don't have this number at the top, so I want to make sure I don't say a false number. but did you know that there are a significant percentage of Black students that score extremely high on the PSAT and are still not placed in either honors or AP classes? Do you know that there's a significant number of Black students that have the grades to be members of the National Honor Society and do not even get the application, or the parents are not even informed of that? Do you know that there's a strong number of school districts where the students are predominantly Black, to whereas they don't have the menu of AP classes that one can take? I'm not going to say the name of this school district, but I know a large school district to whereas in their high schools, they only have 4 or 5 offerings of AP classes. Contrast that where I am at with Piscataway High School, where we have anywhere between 25 to 27 offerings. So what I'm saying to everybody that's concerned, don't look at the college. That's too late. You have to go to your Board of Ed meetings and you have to ask, how many AP classes are we offering? How many honors classes are we offering? What are we doing to make sure that we're increasing the number of Black and Latino, Black and brown students that are getting into these honors classes? What are we doing to provide parents the proper information about National Honor Society? What else are we doing to connect with institutions to make sure that they're getting a pre-college program experience? And then what are we doing to train our school counselors to understand that there's a difference between how you advise a student to apply to a school that may be easy to get into? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call it what it is. You know, an institution that has 75, 80% acceptance rate versus a school that's going to be highly competitive. The way you curate those applications is fundamentally different. When you submit, is fundamentally different. So to me, I can't get all crazy about the affirmative action issue when the issue has and always has been on the secondary level. We have to address that. If we address that, the other part takes care of itself.
What is up, guys? We're the Stock Up Kids.
This is my brother Collie.
And this is my sister Spirit. And you are watching Kappa League TV. So when we talk about society today, I see a lot of people flashing cars, money, and designer clothes. We tend to ask ourselves, is there a better way to use your money and multiply it?
And yes, there's stocks. While there's nothing wrong with having expensive things, there is something wrong with not portioning out money to invest.
When you buy things that don't put money into your pockets, or your money sits in a bank, the money becomes devalued.
So the best way for your money to work for you is by investing. You can accumulate more money than you started off with by compounding.
Now, investing can come in the form of stocks or real estate, but you need your money working for you to become rich.
Instead of buying all the different brands and expensive cars, you can invest. You can buy those designer shirts and shoes, but be part owner. By owning the stock, you can indirectly make money off your own purchase along with other people's purchases. But we get it. And we don't want to sound like old heads because we both like nice things too. We have expensive things, but we also make our own money work for us and not against us.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you continue to follow us on Kappa League TV because we have more videos to come.
Make sure you follow our Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube, which are all Stock Up Kids.
We also have a subscription-based website where you can learn how to trade stocks and buy our merch. www.stockupkids.com.
Don't miss the Benchmark Kappa Leadership Youth Institute Career Fair, Saturday, February 17, 2024, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Kappa Youth and Community Center, 1207 Utah Place, Baltimore, Maryland.
There's 4 types of people in the world. Those who watch the game, those who play the game, those who don't know the game is being played, and last but not least, Those who change the game. Game changer. I'm a game changer. Yeah. I ain't come to play the game, came to change the game. The difference between you and I, we don't think the same. Every day I chase the purpose, I don't chase the fame. The reason we ain't the same.
Wow, that was great. And you know something? The way that you're going to keep up with Kappa League and what we're doing is through Kappa League TV. So we have a YouTube channel, Kappa League TV, that you can come to and find out all the information about Kappa League. You can find out what local chapters are doing. You can find out what our initiatives are for that year. So we want all of you to pull out your phones right now and come to YouTube and sign up, subscribe for Kappa League TV, and turn on your notifications so that you can know when the next Kappa League TV report comes out.
I ain't come to play the game, I came to change the game. The difference between you and I, we don't think the same. Every day I chase the purpose, I don't chase the fame. The reason we ain't the same.